and welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. I just want to say a big welcome back to my beautiful subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support of me. Thank you for coming back to this channel. If you have found yourself stumbling across this channel for the very first time, we just want to welcome you here. So welcome to this channel. We do pick a card readings on this space, or in this space rather, and we would just like to invite you to join us. Pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, and have a little bit of a break with us, because when we gather around our table, at my table, everyone is welcome here. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has reached out on Etsy for a personal reading. You guys are amazing. And I want to remind my subscribers that if you leave me a comment in the description box below, that I am going to enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. So be sure to do that below. And today's pick a card topic is September love predictions. So what's coming in for you in love in September? What can you expect? We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the whale spirit and this pretty little pink flower. Pile number 2 with the antelope spirit and the little blue flower. And pile number 3 with the yellow flower and the butterfly spirit. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, you can be drawn to more than one pile. It's completely your show. We're just living in your world right now. So whichever pile or flower is calling your name, there may be a message waiting for you there. And my timestamps will be listed below in the description box as always. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, today's topic for this pick a card is September love predictions. So what's coming in for you in September when it comes to love? Pile 1. Hello everybody in pile number 1. You were drawn to this pretty little pink flower and to this beautiful whale spirit card, and it says trust the great mystery. This 6 and a 5 equals an 11, so this could be a huge gateway towards the future. September could hold a lot of surprises for you, pile 1. And the whale talks about going with the flow, but there's also an expression about the whale. It's about expressing ourselves when we feel called, when opportunity presents, and going after, the things that we really, really want, and the people and relationships that we really want. So let's see how that correlates to your reading today. So pile number 1, please, Spirit, what is coming in September when it comes to love? What can be expected? What shifts and changes are coming in love in September for those watching, those who chose the pink pile? September love predictions, please, Spirit. What changes can be expected? So we have the 5 of Swords starting out your reading. And for some of you, you could be kind of coming out of a pretty choppy place when it comes to your relationships. Maybe you're choosing to walk away from a situation that is not serving you or has not serving you, and you don't understand why life has led you in the path that you've been led in. Because I feel the frustration. I feel like somebody's walking away. And I feel like it's taking you a while to heal as well from this energy. So this September could offer you a lot of healing and an opportunity to sort of leave the past in the past. We have the moon, Scorpio, very strong. September is going to be a real reflection month and healing as a result of that reflection. I even heard the word shadow work for some of you. What's coming in September in love, Spirit? Six of Pentacles. You're going to start communicating with somebody in September. It could be an online thing, because I feel like they're not going to be able to see your face, or I feel like there's going to be a little bit of mystery surrounding the whole situation. And it's going to be this communication that trickles in for you in September that really shines a light on whether or not you feel ready to move forward into new relationships, into new beginnings. But I see you sort of communicating, possibly with multiple people, and maintaining some sort of air of, I don't want to say secrecy, but it's like you're keeping your emotional distance in that situation. 2 of Wands. But what this affords you is a little bit of confidence moving forward, a confidence that could end up resulting in a relationship that results out of this communication, because there's the Two of Cups. So there's a big shift for you in September, pile ones, because you're coming from a place of maybe not even feeling like trustworthy, or really feeling sort of bogged down by past experiences. And we see a beautiful transition of healing. We see sorry about that, it's so loud on my street today. We see this communication that leads to this confidence inside of you, because I feel like you're going to have a couple of different people trying to vie for a bit of your attention, and this creates an internal reflection for your part, and you sort of are considering stepping outside of comfort zones and revealing yourself, and it starts the planning process of movement, of expansion here, of you re-entering the world. Can we clarify the Five of Swords, please? We have the Justice. Libra, very strong. September, please. Coming in September. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups can really represent a love offer that arises in the midst of that healing that we were talking about. And you're hesitant. You can see the horse does not want to walk across the stream, doesn't want to get its feet wet. It's a little bit scared to take that plunge. And it's truly confidence that's going to, and it's feigned confidence. I have to say that here too. It's feigned confidence at first, because I do feel like the information or the communication is not face to face. So you have this wiggle room to build up that confidence. Even the horse, though, is looking back at his rider saying, you know, what are you acting so confident about? There is even a message coming through that you may sort of, I don't want to use a term like lie, but you may not be 100% vulnerable and share a lot of your emotional feelings amidst this communication. The person that you're communicating with could definitely be an Earth sign, a Taurus potentially, and there's somebody who is really presenting as very put together. They're very confident. They're very secure. They could be some sort of manager or in a position of power with this King of Pentacles. They care about their appearance. They care about other people's opinion of them as well. In September, please. And it's through this process of you gaining that encouragement, gaining that courage, that confidence, that you start to embody this energy as well. You start to sort of match it and feel security in yourself. And it's a personal type of security. Like it's a little bit guarded, though. It is still a little bit guarded. We have the Ace of Wands. There's the Nine of Cups, though. There's a little bit of a message, a funny message coming in, though, about the Nine of Cups, because whatever you're leaving in the past, by the end of September, you're going to feel really kind of smug about your position. You're going to feel a little bit smug about what you've left behind versus what you're facing in the future here, because all of a sudden you have a spark that wasn't here at the beginning, isn't here presently. At the end of September, you're going to have a spark that's inside of you that makes you want to pursue, makes you want to continue, makes you want to dream up goals and then knock those goals down. The Nine of Cups talks about ultimately a very deep satisfaction that comes out because of all of the changes that happen in September. And we do have the Ten of Swords here as a support to the Nine of Cups, because I do feel like you're coming from a disappointed place where you really felt kind of hopeless and lost, and you didn't know where to begin again with this Ten of Swords. But you can see the beautiful, after this dark night, we have this light. The light of day is coming, and you can see it in the horizon. And it talks about making a new plan, and it's about a regeneration of your hope and your expectations. You approach it very practically. You approach it carefully, because you're coming from this. And it's like, I don't want to end up back on this beach. So you're very sort of practical on how you approach all of this communication. And again, it feels like it's online, some sort of online dating or something. But some of your hope returns, and you feel really happy in your position, really kind of smug in your position moving forward. So I love that for you, pile number one. Let's is coming in love for September? For pile 1, please. Changes in love in September. We have release your ex. Yeah, you're letting go of something. You're letting go of something or someone because they didn't put in enough effort, or they wouldn't give you what you needed or what you deserved. It's a situation that was unfair to you as well. Like somebody was unfair to you, didn't act kindly, didn't act fair. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime that could be coming in for you ultimately for expansion. It's what we do with these opportunities and these new beginnings that really make the biggest difference in the future. But Spirit sees ultimately dreams coming true. We have children in the back of the deck. Your love life is being affected by children. So you could have that added to your insecurity. So you could have, you know, this idea of needing to protect children from future people as well. So take that as it resonates. September love, please. Instinct. And we also have self-worth. Back of the deck is the gossip card. Everyone's going to always have an opinion of what we do and who we hang out with and who we communicate with and how we live our life. And it's because everyone is so distracted from their own internal work that they need to do that they're always projecting their opinions onto other people. So you may be concerned about other people's opinions about you, about your situation. Spirit doesn't want you to concern yourself with that at all. Trusting your instincts here and removing yourself from a past situation is exactly what you need in order to shine a light on your self-worth. And I have that Selena Gomez song repeating on loop in my mind, Lose You to Love Me, because that's exactly what needs to happen here. Your confidence, your security is regained when you leave someone in the past that didn't see that in you. And because they didn't see that in you, perhaps you didn't see that in you, and that's the real injustice here. How they treated you is a reflection of what they are and not who you are, which is a beautiful, loving expression of light from source. So the real injustice here is the fact that you didn't get to shine in that situation, that you weren't treated with as much love and respect as you deserved. So that's what September affords you, is new confidence, new security, and removing yourself from situations like people's opinions, because you're embarking upon new journeys in September, pile 1. We have here secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. So you're going to wander and seek. It says wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. You may have a certain type that you go for. We have Divine Guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. So don't be nervous about new starts, new beginnings, about putting yourself out there, because Spirit sees you getting exactly what you want at the end of the day. And your confidence and your optimism returns, which is the most important thing, because our present is so important. And if we feel happy and grateful and full of love in that moment, we're carrying that forth. So this Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands shows that your optimism, your ability to dream and hope for more, is reinstated in September when it comes to love for you, pile 1. Love that for you. Who's coming in September, please? I want a fresh start with you. So someone coming in for you is affording you a fresh start. A fresh start where you didn't see that option in the past. It was just a repeat, potentially a loop. If I follow you, I could lose everything. There's a sense here of, if you continue in this course of action from the past, if you continue in the state that you're in with a current past partner potentially, that it takes away all of this. It takes away all of your self-worth. It takes away your sense of self. We have a love me coming out. I also just saw this love scares me. we have sex with you. So September could bring about some fire as well with this, with the Two of Wands, with the Ace of Wands. There could, and I don't honestly feel like it's going to happen in September, if I'm honest, but I feel like plans and connections will be made that will lead to that throughout September as well. We do have time to ground yourself coming out for you. And back of the deck is seek professional advice. For some of you, you may actually be detaching yourself from actual positions or roles. So there could actually be divorces and things of that nature. So take that as it resonates. That message is not for everyone. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 1. A charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. What is coming up in love in September? Two of Cups, Three of Wands, expansion, a relationship. And it's you walking away. You walking away in September, leading up into September, walking away from something that isn't serving you to find your fulfillment. That Eight of Cups, you're going to find it in September. There's the Nine of Cups, and it's about you taking those leaps and those steps of action and actually investing in yourself again. And it leads to a relationship. Whoops, we have the sword out of the bowl. So we have the sword, we have time, we have Y and P, we have Y again. We also have the sword, as I mentioned. We have the owl looking at things from a higher perspective, so you could be an air sign. We also have the worker ant here. Worker ants are, in many cases, females. So it's like you are sacrificing for a lot of other people right now, where you work hard for other people. We have R and S. We have Cupid's arrow, and Cupid's arrow always hits us at unexpected times. I don't feel like you expect love to happen in September, but that's what the Spirit's saying. It's going to result in a beautiful transformation with the butterfly. And we have the Ace of Swords. Most importantly, September is affording you clarity. Clarity to grow, clarity to see everything clearly. It's like space. It's like you were clouded in judgment before because everything was too close, and now you're going to see things clearly. We also have the love between a grandmother and a granddaughter is forever. So there's a link here. If you have a grandmother in spirit, she is watching over you during this time. Very proud. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. Even if you have to come back in September to do it, please leave me a comment and allow me to enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my links for Etsy for a personal reading. And if you head there and it's empty, it just means I have sold out from the previous day, but I do update the shop around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so keep checking back. You can also check out my Instagram page for a chance to win a free mini read, and that post is going up very soon for this month as well. But I really hope that you do come back here to the Tarot Cottage on another day, and I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 2, you are drawn to this bluish flower here. Or perhaps you were drawn to the antelope spirit, and this is your reading. September love predictions. What is coming up for you in September? We have the antelope spirit here. It says life is speeding up. And the antelope is a creature that's ready to sort of bound away at the first sign of danger. It is a fight or flight animal. It's always aware of its surrounding. So Spirit is asking us for clarity and for an observational sort of skill set here. Like they want us to be aware of our surroundings at all times, because offers could be coming in and we need to be prepared for them. So let's take a look at tarot and see what's coming in for you in September. September love predictions, please, Spirit. For pile 2, all of those drawn to the blue flower and the antelope spirit. Always understand that I am dealing with collective energy, and if this pile does not resonate with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading. What's coming in September, please? We have the Seven of Stones, healing. So the Seven of Pentacles coming out first. I feel that it's been a while for somebody watching since they have even been in a relationship potentially. We have the Five of Vessels, ecstasy. Normally the Five of Cups really represents a sadness. This one says ecstasy. It's like you have grown very accustomed. Nine of Swords, dedication. Grown very accustomed to the weight, almost in a sense. What's coming in September, please? We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Two of Wands. Back of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles, tradition. Can we clarify the Seven of Stones? The Nine of Pentacles, I feel, is really important, though, as a back of deck, to just sort of like a mid back of deck energy, because I feel like you are very secure and confident in your position. I feel like you have worked really hard to get yourself to where you want to be and where you need to be, and you should be very proud of yourself. Sometimes that can be intimidating, and sometimes other people can almost use that as an scapegoat of like reflection of like, well, whatever they're accomplishing, it sort of highlights what I have not accomplished. And there's a nervousness around that. We have here the Guardian, the Devil. What's coming up in September, please, for pile number 2? Page of Pentacles, the Lynx. The King of Cups, the Heron. We have the Seven of Swords, insecurity. And we have the Two of Pentacles, challenge. Back of the deck is balance here. And we have the Seven of Cups, mourning. What's interesting about the back of deck as the balance card, as the temperance card, is again the sense of waiting. I feel like you've been waiting for changes in your love life to happen. And I don't even think that you're focused on it in a negative way necessarily. There is an impatience surrounding the Seven of Pentacles sometimes, but this card specifically says healing down below. And I do feel like the weight is sort of a showcase of your insecurities. So this message coming through of, I don't know how I want to word this, our insecurities maybe added to that weight. It's like we had a hand in it because we weren't sort of prepared to step out of our position or out of our comfort zones. But Spirit says in September you have opportunities that are of value to you, to sort of shake up what you thought was going to be your experience with love, because there is this almost a complacency to the way things are, and all of a sudden this offer comes in, and it could be from the water sign, from a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but the King of Cups more importantly represents someone who has a lot of abundant love, that can offer you a lot of abundant love. This Nine of Swords, it says dedication underneath, and the Nine of Swords is about fear, and the dedication could be to this past experience. You know, you have maybe a lack mindset, or you have an anxiety, and I almost feel like it's an anxiety type of disorder, and I don't mean it in a negative way at all. I have anxiety, and it's the sense of like anxiety thinking about having a new relationship, and then but also anxiety surrounding not ever having a relationship of this caliber. And then when it's kind of thrust upon us, we see the value in it, but that sends us into anxiety, because it's like we want what we want, but be careful what we wish for, because when it comes, we have to be prepared for it. And that's what the antelope talks about. Things have been kind of going slow for you, and now it says life is speeding up all of a sudden, and we have to be ready for it. But emotionally, you may not feel that. You may feel a little bit anxious or insecure with the Seven of Swords, and I feel like you have to hide that part of yourself. But this Page of Stones, the lynx in this card really struck me, because the lynx is a very independent animal. The lynx, you know, usually only comes out to mate. They don't spend time in groups together usually. So there's a loneliness about this lynx, but it still comes out during that period of time during the season when it's supposed to, and I mean at the very base of things, it's supposed to mate and find a partner. It still comes out of hiding during that time, even though it's very used to an independent, lonely type of lifestyle. Spirit says that you have insecurities, but you're going to have an offer here that's going to both excite you, but also showcase all of your insecurities. And you're going to be grappling with yourself here. You're going to be grappling with yourself because this offer, it's meant to come in and restore the balance that's been out of place inside of you, but it kind of, it's kind of like when somebody steps violently into a canoe or something and the whole boat goes like this. It's taking you a while to get used to this shift and this change, but it's coming in for you. It's coming in for you when you don't expect it. And it's going to be coming in September. And then all of a sudden we have this Two of Wands and this Two of Pentacles. It's like you're grappling with yourself. You're challenging yourself with this expansion. It's like juggling. Can I handle all of this change? Because I feel like you're almost a very strong creature of habit a little bit. But this connection coming in has the capacity to give you so much love that you've been missing out on with this Five of Cups. So much. It's like what you've been really trying to focus on about what you want in the fantasy realm is now coming to fruition for you. And now we have to make a practical plan towards what we want. The Two of Wands is about making a decision and about creating a plan of action and then taking that step. And so you're kind of grappling whether or not you're ready for it. But the purpose of it is to restore your balance, is to make you feel complete and whole. And the balance card, the temperance card, reminds us that, you know, this long road, the detouring roads that leads us to that sunshine can sometimes take a while. And I feel like, again, you've been waiting a while for this to come in. But it's almost like, as much as you've wanted change, it's like you're scared of that change. But Spirit wants you to know that this is a very valuable opportunity for you. What's coming in September, please? And love for pile 2. We have release your ex here. The time has come to clear your energy, which is interesting. And I paused for a second because that card came out in the first pile as well. Very different vibes though with these two piles, but that card did come out. So this healing that some of you are experiencing could be because of a release. And now because of what you've experienced in the past, you're having a difficult time envisioning new opportunities. And you're anxious about that, about starting over. But this offer coming in, there will be a strong magnetic attraction, very strong magnetic attraction between the two of you. And it's an offer that you're going to have a difficult time refusing because of the intensity of this King of Cups. We have codependency on the back of the deck. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And we do have the Devil sitting here underneath this card. So it's our insecurities that are affecting our romantic life up to this point. But September, things are shifting. We're in a new age. Things are moving differently. And life is speeding up for you. So we have to catch up. We have to catch it and not let an opportunity pass us by. September love predictions, please. We have reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. And we also have moonlight, travel, romance, and potential. Both of these cards are showcasing the moon and the insecurities that you're going to be feeling when this opportunity shows up. But what it does afford us is an opportunity to reflect, especially with the amount of love that this King of Cups is representing. It's unlike what you've experienced. So that's going to cause you pause as well, because you're going to be like, well, this is so different than what I've experienced. So and that in and of itself is going to scare you a little bit because it's uncharted waters. And there is a feeling of almost being a bit jaded and not trusting that amount of love and dedication towards you, but that's coming from a place in the past that insecurity is not driven because of the intent of this person. We have purification through water, emotional cleansing, and regeneration, and it's the King of Cups coming through for you. So they definitely could be a water sign here. And again, this is to restore your balance. This is to heal you, to help you heal. Whoop. We have faith. Have faith in divine detours. Here's the quest card. Both of these cards are showcasing a pathway. So to trust this pathway that you're on. Trust in the opportunities that present themselves to create the change, because there's been a bit of a stagnancy here. And we have the growth card. And this growth card reminds us that there could have been something that you need to release that has a very long history with you. So you're having a hard time releasing it. These roots seem very deep, but you can see that it's not thriving. And it is impeding the growth of everything else around it. So sometimes we have to cull the herd a little bit. Sometimes we have to pull out things that have been in place for a long time to make way for new things, better things, things that can produce more. Variety is the spice of life. That's what I just heard. Variety is the spice of life. What's coming in September, please, for pile number 2? What's coming in September? They're waiting for you. This King of Cups is waiting for you, pile 1. Waiting for you to show up. And they've been waiting for you. The King of Cups is sometimes reflecting the divine masculine for me, with the love that he represents. We have wait, and I feel like you have been waiting for the shifts and changes that are coming in for you in September. Do I know you from somewhere? Spirit says that this person coming in for you, they could be a divine counterpart, and there's almost going to be an internal recognition that you feel when it comes to this person. It says, I just want space. I feel like this offer comes in when you're not really prepared for it. You're in the midst of trying to make the best out of a bad situation. And that's really when opportunities present, isn't it? When we're not prepared. People try to prepare and make a perfect space or perfect timing for everything. And that's just not the way that the world works sometimes. Because I dream about you a lot too much. Back of the deck says, I just want you all the time. So this person is going to be truly almost enveloped in you. Like they're going to be, I don't want to use the word like obsessed over you, but I feel like we go from this Page of Pentacles to the King of Cups really quickly here. And I feel like this person falls very fast for you. And you may even fall as quickly as they do, but you're a little bit more guarded, and that makes you feel insecure too. Beautiful. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. September love predictions. What is coming in for pile 2, please, in the bowl? If you're new to my channel, I do a charm cast after each pile. We have the 10 of Cups reversed, the 9 of Cups reversed, the 7 of Swords reversed. So the 7 of Swords in the reverse position really does speak of sort of making amends, starting out fresh, opening our eyes to the truth as well. We have the 9 of Cups in the reverse as well. And the 9 of Cups can sometimes talk about somebody who's kind of a little bit smug. And maybe you're coming from a place where there's almost narcissistic tendencies from the past, and that's the ex that you need to release. But the 9 of Cups in reverse sometimes talks about wanting fast results as well. And not getting those results because we can see that there's been a wait, that you've had to wait for these shifts, for these changes, for this opportunity. This ex that you need to release, I don't even feel like you've been with them for a while. I feel like you're holding on to that energy. You're holding on to what was lost. And it could have been a very profound relationship that you lost with the 10 of Cups reversed, because it does show a breakdown of something that is in place that holds a lot of weight. It's like it can even represent broken marriage, so take that as it resonates as well. But when we see things clearly with the 7 of Swords, we can turn all of these energies around. That's why tarot is helpful, because if we see something we don't like, we can resolve to change the energies that are leading us there. We have the Ace of Swords. And I believe that sword was in the last pile as well. We have the snake. So you could be dealing with someone who is a little bit slimy, a little bit dishonest. We have SAVOL. It's like, I'm a slave to love. We have Cupid's arrow in the bowl, and that again was in pile 1 too. Very interesting. We have the blue star, and the blue star is Aquarius energy, but it's somebody who is potentially losing hope because it's been so long that you've experienced a good offer. We have the 6 of Cups though, ooh, and the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. You could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could also be an air sign, or an air sign could be coming in for you with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very logical, and you may kind of cling to logic when you're fearful of leaping in an emotional way. The Six of Cups, though, does kind of bring me right back to this King of Cups, because it talks about a soulmate energy, somebody from a past life potentially that is returning to you, someone that can offer you equality and a beautiful balance in what they give you versus what they receive from you. We also have here the wishbone with a rose of hope inside. I think of St. Teresa when I see that wishbone. All right, group 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading. And if you do that, please be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can actually contact you and notify you if you are the winner. You can check out my Etsy account for a personal reading, and if you head there and it's empty, it just means that I've sold out from the previous day, but you can check back because I do update the shop daily. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to this beautiful brown-eyed Susie, or perhaps you were drawn to the butterfly spirit, and it says here transformation is beautiful, and that's what the butterfly represents, is a beautiful transformation or a rebirth of some kind. The top of this card says 11, so there could be twin flame vibes coming in. So let's take a look and see what's coming in for you in September. So what is coming in for you, pile number 3, in September in love? Who is coming forward? What changes can you expect? I'm going to try to plop that back in because the air I'm making with this deck is too much. September love predictions, please, for pile number 3. September love predictions, pile number 3. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. So expansion in your love life. Expansion for sure. We have Justice, Libra energy showing itself. I just saw the Emperor as well. We have the Five of Pentacles. What's coming in love for pile 3, please? Love in September. And we have the Ten of Swords. Back of the deck is the Page of Wands. So let's clarify here the Page of Swords and see what's coming in for you. The Queen of Cups. Whoops. An explosion. So let's try that again, shall we, Spirit? We have the Hanged Man. The Two of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. And we have the King of Cups. Back of the deck is the Seven of Wands. And we also have here the Fool with the Temperance card. So you're going to be called to sort of push through some obstacles in September and create this transformation. Transformation is a beautiful thing, and that's what Spirit is saying. They say that you may actually there's this card stuck underneath here. The Scarab Beetle Spirit, magic works through you. Interesting. They were stuck together. So they're saying that you actually could have a bit of a crush on somebody. You could have a little bit of a crush on here, and you've been holding back from revealing that. In September, you may decide to shoot your shot and really expand here and to speak your truth, because it's like you're getting tired of feeling left on the cold or feeling ignored, and it's like you're taking things into your own hands in September and creating movement. And what what Spirit is really saying that it's affording you is a change of events and a shift in your situation, because it shows the Wheel of Fortune, which is a turn of events in your favor. And what it leads to is this King of Cups. It does sort of let go of old expectations of how you think things should go, because I feel like there's this mentality of like, certain energies need to be the pursuers and certain energies need to be the ones that are being chased. And this expectation that society places on us is sort of unrealistic. And it puts a lot of pressure on certain genders and certain energies to be the ones to chase. And I do feel like you have this expectation that they should be the one to chase you. And that's always great. It always feels good to have somebody have the confidence to chase us. But Spirit says sometimes we have to be the ones to push through the obstacles that are in front of us if another person can't rise to that occasion. So we see this. We have, first of all, I want to say the King and Queen of Cups are here. And we started with the 11, which is talking about this intrinsic connection, or a gateway to a twin flame type of union. And everybody has different ideas about what twin flames and soulmates mean. But there is something very special about this connection that you are really intent upon. And Spirit shows this Hanged Man energy with this Three of Wands over top, because it shows you realizing that you have the power to wield here. I'm giggling a little bit because there's a sense of almost you thinking it's not fair, again, that you have to be the one to put that effort in. But if anything is worth doing, it's worth doing well, is what Spirit is saying. And, don't send someone out to do, a woman's job, is what I heard. Don't send, and what I heard, and please don't take offense to this, what I heard in my head was don't send a little boy out to do a woman's job, because there's a sense of you holding the power a little bit here, being a little bit more emotionally mature or courageous anyway, to be able to push through. But it does show that you're letting go of old expectations. The Ten of Swords does show a slight disappointment to the way things progress, because you don't want to be the one that has to do the work. But it affords you all sorts of abundance and turns of events that you create in your favor. And here's the Fool. Here is the Fool leaping, even though he doesn't know what's going to carry him. He doesn't know what the consequences of that leap will be, but he's overcoming this obstacle because he's like, I'm determined. And underneath here even is this lizard. And I always think about the Divine Masculine when I see that lizard, because it really speaks to somebody who is armoring themselves for a battle and heading out into the world to create the situation that they want, to create the outcome that they're looking for. So it's taking some courage on your part, pile 3, but it's going to pay off for you. The effort that you put in is going to pay off for you. And that's why even the Justice is sitting right here, smack dab in the center, because the Justice will wield in our favor if we're feeding that type of energy into the present. So Justice will always prevail for us. And Justice is going to prevail for you if you put that effort into this expansion. And we have that King of Cups sitting here waiting on the other side. So September, it looks like you're going to be shooting a shot, maybe revealing yourself. It could be somebody that you go to school with that you're really hoping to expand. You have here healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of the insecurity, and I peeked the Devil here underneath the Temperance card because I feel like you've been feeling a certain way for a long time about this person, but you are hesitant to make moves because of that insecurity. And so the Temperance is showing the patience you've shown. What I also want to show you in the back of this card are these swans that are in flight. And swans mate for life. So there's that component to this message as well about this King and Queen of Cups. Very well matched. You might potentially both be water signs, but we also have a lot of fire here, and we have Libra as well. We have wedding. The situation involves marriage, and we do have the codependency card coming out. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. The wedding card might resonate for you in many different ways. The wedding card could actually, and I do feel like it could lead to a marriage down the road. I'm not saying it's happening in September. It could be long ways away. It could have some patience required to kind of get to where we want to get, but it could lead to that place. But this codependency is really speaking to this Devil card. It's talking about the insecurity that was feeding into the inaction that led up to this point. But there's like something comes to a head. There's an apex. Something comes to a head in September where there is expansion. And it's because you have clearly decided what you want, and you are at the wheel. You are at the wheel of this transformation. September love predictions, pile 3, please. We have renewal. And we have the victim card. Back of the deck is the soulmate card. And that's what I mean. There's so many soulmate vibes here with the 11, the King and Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune too. This is like a very, you're helping fate along, but there's destiny there is destiny surrounding this entire situation. There is, though, this sense of, again, disappointment in how you have to take the helm, and there's this bit of a victim mentality in that because you're nervous about it and you don't want to be the one that has to put yourself out there in a vulnerable way. This seed of potential, though, is you, is this connection, is what can be, and we have to plant these seeds at the right time and in the right place in order to allow them to thrive. We have to be ready to plant them, and transformation is beautiful, but oftentimes we are at the helm of that transformation. And what we have here is the soulmate card, which is talking about this connection potentially that you are really attracted to. There's a reason you feel so profoundly for this person, and it could be because of this soulmate connection here. September love, pile 3. It's coming up in September. So I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to this person, but it also showcases the insecurity, the 15 Devil card, that holds me back because the feelings feel so intense. It's like a heightened amount of attraction. Let me have you. Growing impatient. I think it's the 7 of Pentacles, sometimes called the impatience card. It's like, let me have you. I never imagined so much perfection, and this card, you make me want to do bad things. And this 2 of Wands, that 3 of Wands, are all about the fire, wanting to leap potentially into a physical relationship as well. Ace of Wands. The spark of something new. Anything worth having is worth working towards, and this Ace of Wands is that inspired thought that leads to all of this action in September, pile 3. So it may be disappointing to you to hear that you have to put in the effort here, but Spirit says that it is worth it. We have sex at the back of the deck because it's leading to that as well. So a fiery climax, if you will, to the end of September for you as well. Let's get a charm bowl for you. A charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. What is coming up in September in love? Whoops, lost one. The Hierophant reversed. We have the Fool reversed. We have the Page of Wands as well. What's interesting is the Page of Wands is kind of on his side. It's like he knows what he wants, but he doesn't know if he's willing, and he doesn't feel prepared to leap. And we do have the Fool here, wanting to leap, but there's fear associated with leaping, with ascending, and there's a problem with that. Here with the Hierophant reverse, sometimes there's a problem with my position and what I have to do to create the change here. So there's a problem with authority with the Hierophant reversed, and there's a irritation about having to be the one to come forward, but it's like you grow frustrated and you're like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this type of energy. For some of you watching, this could be a friendship situation because we have the pineapple. So this is somebody who could be a friend who you want to be more. We have the letters E and O and G. We have the pineapple in the bowl. We have forever. Like maybe you've had this feeling this addiction to this person for a really, really long time. We have Chanel number 5. So maybe somebody wears really fancy clothes or likes to wear that perfume. I think about May and the 5th of any month. We have the clearing of the chakras. We also have the Jack of Diamonds, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Cups. Oh, I love that. Knight of Pentacles really shows that you've been waiting to do this, or things have been going too slow, so you grow frustrated. But the Nine of Cups is talking about a wish being granted, a dream coming true. And the Knight of Pentacles is also a card that really speaks to growing and building something with this person that could be profound, that could be big, that could be stable and secure. So I love that for you, pile 3s. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. And if it did, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and drop me a comment below. And if you do, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I would love for you to even like this video. It really helps me to bring you more content. And you can check out my Etsy account if you're interested in a personal reading with me. I do offer different reading lengths and different question amounts. And if you head to my account and it's empty, it just means I have sold out for the previous day, but I do update the shop daily, so keep checking back. But I really hope you come back here to YouTube, to the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Take care.